Welcome to America Lifestyles. I am your host, Kevin Price. Glad to be with you here today. You know, you catch me every Monday through Friday at 11 with The Price of Business. I'm delighted to be able to spend time with you on Sunday, though, to talk about what's going on in terms of improving the quality of your life. And I tell you, one of the things that's interesting to see is that people from all around the country, both corporations and individuals, are looking at Houston as a place to go to relocate. And, of course, people in Houston, because we have been largely insulated from what's been going on nationwide economically, is a great place for people to continue to relocate. Prices are still viable, but there's also great deals out there. And so with that, I wanted to get our new contributor, someone we'll be hearing frequently on the program, Shannon Register. Welcome to our program.
Hi, thanks.
Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
And your partner, you got your partner as well, Matt Register, and I'm sure there's a reason why you have the same last name.
That's right. I belong to Shannon, and we're husband and wife.
There you go. There you go. I'm glad you said it that way, not the other way around, because somehow it's okay to say it that way, but if she belonged to you, oh my goodness, we would never hear the end of it. We'd probably be off the radio by the time this program was over. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad you made that clear. And I do want to mention right from the very beginning that the website is rrea.com, and that thing is a treasure chest of information. I mean, the sheer volume of content is amazing.
We've worked hard to really put a lot of content out there for our readers. A lot of buyers and sellers are out there, and they need information.
Yeah, and I would say that it is safe to say that probably consumers and home buyers are more cynical now than any time they've ever been.
Absolutely. We are getting a lot more questions now than we ever have from our home buyers and home sellers. They're really critical of the market. They really want to get a good deal. They're worried about where they're putting their money. Yeah. So we have to really look out for their best interest, and we want to educate them as we do that. Absolutely.
And so typically, whenever there's a husband-wife tandem involved, one is operating in certain areas, the other is operating in certain areas, and we try to keep it separate as much as possible so we can avoid fighting. But so what's your role, Matt? What do you find yourself doing with the organization?
Well, Kevin, I'm more the marketing guy and tech guy.
Okay.
Your readers watch the news just like everybody else and realize that this is a horrible real estate market. I mean, there's no nice way to say it. But there are things you can do in a terrible market to ensure that, one, your home is found, and two, that it's presented in such a way that the finders turn into buyers. Mm-hmm. And that is really one of the services that we've worked very hard for, because there is a glut of inventory on the market right now.
Yeah.
And just pure economics means that when the supply is up and the demand is down, that puts downward pressure on the market. And the result is that houses stay on the market for a long time unless you do something to change that and to really stand out.
In the technology arena, what are you offering on your website that's not being offered on other realtors' websites?
We work very hard on search engine optimization. We try really hard to play not only with our website and with our blog is obviously a big help, but we use search engine social networks. We use YouTube and all of the social networks that are tied together that really amplifies the web footprint. That the end result is that when people are looking for homes in the Houston area, our customers' homes stand out above the rest of the inventory on the market.
You want to comment on that too?
Yes, another way that we really showcase the houses is we use professional videography. So the professional the videos look amazing of the homes and really showcase what they have to offer.
So people really get a sense of what they're seeing before they even get in the car.
Absolutely.
Because part of the fun is getting in the car and going to places and checking it out.
Right.
But I remember when I bought my last home, I wanted to do as few of those as possible.
It does get time consuming, and buyers get frustrated when they look at house after house and they can't find what they want.
Well, it eventually gets muddy after a while, doesn't it?
Exactly. And so we really narrow it down to the houses that best suit their needs. They can really see that showcased online.
And so at any given time, how many homes will you have with video of accompanying it?
It varies. You can pretty much search the entire Houston database, but you can also search our company as well, our listings on the website.
And you personally provide that?
Absolutely.
Your company. That's phenomenal.
Yes.
How long are those videos typically?
We try to keep them under three 3 to 4 minutes. We try to keep them as short as possible because we want to hold that attention span.
Yeah, that's
you pretty much know if you like the house or not after a couple of
4 minutes is a magic number. People doing more than that, less than that, you probably can't get enough information. More than that, and it's like, oh, I got to go do something else. Oh, look at the color of that button, on the webpage.
Well,
and they're moving right along. So.
And we also provide all the information from the MLS with it. So they're seeing, they're getting all their questions answered as they're reading and watching the video. It's all there together with pictures.
Mm-hmm.
One of the interesting things about people's habits online is historically you have a second and a half. When a reader views a web page, you have a second and a half to compel them to do something. The exception to that is video. A lot of people will change their habits if there is a video on there to see what that video is about. So it's a means of capturing that buyer. When that buyer finds that home and finds that page with that video on, now you have captured their attention from what would have been a second and a half to now 2 or 3 minutes, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, and I believe the small, what's the old song, video killed the radio star, and now there's this cliche that the internet is killing the TV star, and the reason why is that you've got the explosion of content on Hulu. We, for example, people are going to love this, but I don't have cable on my television. I don't even have broadcast on my television. I have Netflix. I control exactly what I watch, when I watch it, and often I just go straight to my computer if I'm, the odd man out, or I'm on ESPN3 watching the football game no one else wants to watch on TV. And this kind of content, I think people are going to become more, and I'm in my 40s, and I'm very comfortable with that approach. And I think that's going to become a more and more common vehicle.
Well, Kevin, most people don't realize that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people use YouTube as their the vehicle to find content.
Yeah.
And homes that are not showcased with video miss out on all of that.
So you automatically, whenever you do a home, you also put it on YouTube?
That's right. We host it on YouTube to display it both on our site, but it's also indexed within YouTube to be able to be found.
That's amazing. That's phenomenal.
And we
Very
know
smart.
it works. We know it works. I listed a home a couple of weeks ago, sold it the same day.
That's incredible.
It is working.
Especially in this economy. And I'm sure they mentioned the YouTube playing a role in that.
It does. It really does. People love it. And they love to see the videos.
Now, what is your background? What is your background personally? We talked about this before, but what was your background before you got into real estate?
I've been in lending. I've also been in education. And so I kind of use both of those things. The lending plays a part in real estate and understanding how to get my buyers financed, qualified for the loans. And then I also use a lot of my educational background to really help my buyers and educate them, not only in person, but obviously online.
What made you intrigued and so passionate about using what is really still considered untraditional approaches to marketing?
Right. I entered the market at a down time, and I knew I had to do something to bypass the obstacles, and the traditional marketing was not working.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for some large brokerages and just saw the pattern. It was not working. And so we decided to take a non-traditional approach, and we're seeing great results from that.
Yeah. Matt, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I think, if you do the same thing everybody else is doing, that you can expect the same results.
Mm-hmm.
And when Shannon entered this market a little less than 2 years ago, it was not looking good. And we knew that doing the same thing everybody else was going to do was going to, lead to a very slow ramp up. And, we decided to go a different route.
Yeah, I asked you if you were crazy the last time you were on. I remember that now. What, are you crazy? You're getting in at that time? But you're making it work. You're figuring out how to make it work.
It is working.
And I think we could have, if we're creative enough, I think we could have an unusual, successful real estate market in the short term even because of the fact that businesses continue to relocate, and those people who are coming down from the other cities, they need a place to stay.
That's right. Houston's growing. There are a lot of people relocating here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so what kind of things are you guys doing, particularly you, Matt, with being the person who does the marketing? We got about 30 seconds left to try to tap into those people. Obviously, YouTube is universal. Anywhere in the universe, you can access YouTube. But what are some of the other things that you're doing to try to reach people as they might be relocating?
We've done a pretty decent job, and have seen a lot of success with the blog. What the blog does is expands our reach of words that we're findable on, and just a couple of weeks ago were found by a buyer out of North Carolina that found us online, and we were able to sell, ended up buying one of our listings. So the search engine optimization along with the social networking really casts a very wide net that is more than just local.
Register Real Estate Advisors, RREA.com. That's RREA.com. Phone number there, 281-288-3500. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
281-288-3500. You are listening to America Lifestyles. I am your host. More coming up right after this on the new Talk 650, powered by CBS Radio.